Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB here on this Wednesday morning. So you know we're going to be joined by our guy, Dr. Stephen Etheredge. And now, Doc, how we doing? How we living?
Doing great. Doing great. How about y'all?
Strong to quite strong, kind of like Flynn's portfolio.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Doc, we were just talking about your fishing trip this past weekend.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You crushed it.
Oh, we crushed it. Yeah, I went down to Venice with, we do a trip. So we have our sports fellowship, and we're bringing the fellows down, kind of tradition every year. Yeah, we caught a lot of fish.
Yo, you caught an army of red snapper.
Army of red snapper.
What are you looking at me like that for?
What'd
I do?
I'm just listening to you and knowing that neither one of us can really go do that.
I know. I've red snapper fished before, and
the old tum-tum.
Old tum-tum hurt. But doctor, he went fishing. He brought everybody a little gift of my hand.
We did. Got to stay hydrated.
Got to. Doctor approved, basically.
So Doc brings it down to a fishing trip. I make sure the baseball team's hydrated, but we both got to pay for it. I got you. Cool.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Just glad it was on sale at Rouse's last month. What?
All right, relax, man. What, you want me to be on sale forever?
Friends and family discount?
Do you work for free?
Friends and family discount. I didn't say free.
Do you work for a discount?
You want me to answer that? All right, Doc. We do have the NBA Finals, and it's a OTB Finals. I'm a Knicks fan. Alondra's a Spurs fan, so we're both looking forward to it. There's a couple of injuries there in the finals, so I'll ask you about the Knicks injury. Mitchell Robinson, who's actually from Chalmette, he has a finger injury, and he had surgery, actually. Like, when it's kind of like wild to kind of think about an NBA player having something like that, having surgery and still being available. Now, he is not a scorer. That's not why he's in there. He's a defender. He's a rebounder. He's a kind of a tough guy, enforcer, if you will. So maybe that's why he can go out there and play even after having surgery. Not like, last week?
Yeah, I think a hand injury of any sort is going to be obviously detrimental to a sport like basketball, where you're going to have to dribble, you're going to have to handle the ball, rebound, shoot. And obviously, which hand is going to be even more relevant? I believe his is a shooting hand, so that is going to hurt him a little bit more. But if you're mostly there for defense and rebounds, you can do most of that. Obviously, you want him to be functional in the event that he has to take a shot, put a ball back up, do whatever. But I think if it's something where they're able to I think what I read was it was a fifth metacarpal, which is they call it a finger injury, but that's really going to be more the bone right below the finger in the hand. And they said it was a non-basketball injury, so there's some speculation there. This is the fracture that's sometimes called a boxer's fracture. So you never know. These are the ones that we see a lot of times. Somebody, I'm not saying he did this. No accusations out there. But
when you get a little angry, maybe
a little angry, you hit the wall. That's the. If all I know is that's where I'm going to look first. And we've all done it. But you can go in, you can plate it, you can usually kind of put a screw or plate in there, and that helps stabilize it. And that's probably what the surgery was, and it'll get them back quicker. And after a few days, if it's recovered well, you might see how he can move the hand. And if he can move the hand and grip and grasp and shoot.
That's what I was going to ask, like what the grip strength would be like a week after a surgery like that. Because you would think, like when you grip, like there's
that pinky finger and outside the hand.
Exactly what we're talking about.
Sometimes you don't realize how important that is until you try to do it. And if the swelling is still there, if it's pretty irritated and inflamed, it's going to be hard to grip, especially the swelling. You really got to get that swelling out of it. So, I'm sure they were doing lots of things, icing, compression, elevation, different, hip and mat, all the different things they're trying to do in the training room to try and get all these modalities they have, and that's, as a doc, that's what we say, like, hey, get in the training room, get with the trainers, get with your PT, let's do everything we can to get the swelling down. So, and they're probably doing all the tricks in there, because as soon as that swelling goes down, then you see if he can move it. And if he can move it, especially in a,
Doc,
championship series.
Hivamat. Does
just-
Hivamat work?
I mean, you just made us remember
going
a
back.
lot of our days in a training room.
You put the glove on, the powder.
Yeah.
I think it works. I think all these modalities work. It's interesting. There's Hibermat and shockwave and ultrasound and all these different things. When I was coming up, there was one that was called H-wave. Was one of the ones that would just twitch you. I've never seen anybody doing that one anymore. But there's
I guess even if it does a lot of little things stacked up,
I think that's the reality.
Make a substantial thing, right?
Maybe we don't know. What's the science behind Hivamat?
Well, there's a current going through, because you got to hold the metal
that's
thing,
you gotta
right?
hold the metal thing.
So there's a current going through the
there.
trainer through their hands,
Yeah.
through you. It's wild. Then it makes
I would botch it, I'm sure, if I tried to.
They
But you
still do it
basically-
though? That's okay.
That's one that's still done, and
Wow.
and again, I think the key is, I don't think any of these things in and of themselves are the thing. Kind of like you were saying, it's probably every little modality we do probably has a little benefit, and then if you do them over and over, along with good treatment, good everything else, it's part of the process.
I gotta say, if I had to gamble on something that was done in our day medically in the training room that would be obsolete by this point, I probably would have guessed Hivamat.
It would have been number one on my list.
That would have been number
Still
one on
there.
the list. I would have put my money right there
It
with
is
the
still
Hivamat.
going strong. Yeah, it is.
Interesting.
You could probably go out to the training room right now, or maybe at least in season when we have more guys, you'll still see it used.
Respect. Okay. And look, if you're gonna punch a wall, odds are you're not gonna hit a stud. You're gonna hit just drywall.
Right.
But there's a chance.
Was it I think 16 inches?
Something like that. I guess
normal
it
construction, 16 or 18.
Depending on
Something
the,
like
the
that,
framing
but,
company and what kind of structure they're building, how tall they're going.
So, it's
So the odds are you're not going to hit it.
odds
But
are in your favor, but
if you do, we're talking about the fifth metacarpal.
carpal, there it is. Fifth metacarpal.
No,
Boxer's
I
fracture.
mean, you have a
brother's a doctor. So
brother's a doctor.
It's not a big deal. All right, Doc. So let's stick with the NBA Finals a little bit. So I watch Wemby play, and I see him, and I look at him, and I'm like, man, this guy just looks obviously different than everybody. He's 7.5 feet tall. What kind of, as if you were his team doctor, like I look at him like, man, how can this guy stay healthy? Because he's so tall, so long. Like how his ligaments, they got to stretch. Like all these, there's so much pressure on these different joints. Like, what would you be watching for, like from the longevity of his career, from an injury standpoint? Because like you look at a guy like that, we've never seen a guy that is actually strong and physical and that athletic for being that tall. So like, how is he able to do it, and stay relatively healthy?
Well, you do see these big guys, and I feel like the classic one is foot injuries. How many of these 7-footers, you always hear they had bad feet. There's a guy, I think, from Ohio State, who was first round pick or first pick overall. I can't remember his name.
Greg Oden.
Oden, thank you. Yeah, that just his feet never really let him get to that next level.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the common one. But I think if you just look at simple physics and you think about levers and you think about force, and I think we've talked about that with some of the soft tissue in the past, the longer you are, the more force there is as well. So it's not just strength and power, but and then you add strength and power to it. I think you just got to really work on rehab. You got to make sure, look, you're about good footwear, good proprioception, good balance. You want to work those small accessory muscle groups. You want to work on flexibility. You want to do all the right things, but you know that it is harder and more difficult in that big body. You see it all the time with these big guys; they do get hurt more. And there was a classic example, with Zion down in New Orleans. He's the hamstring with him, and that's just been his constant thing. He's a big, powerful, strong guy, and kind of built different. And
I guess like why? It's like if you're a big person, you would think that like the ligaments would be big enough to hold the body, like to hold the joint. Like you would think everything would be in proportion to like be able to function like somebody that is, 6 inches shorter or whatever.
yeah, well, and in some examples, it definitely is. I mean, we had another great example local here in Shaq. I mean, that guy's he's a
Right.
beast. And really, if you think about his career, pretty healthy.
Relatively
Pretty
healthy,
healthy. He played a long time in the league. He didn't have a lot of big injuries. Even you'll see him around now, DJing and doing his thing. He looks like he moves pretty well for the guy that size.
Right.
And so I think in a perfect scenario, yeah, these guys are going to be balanced, But if you have one thing that's a little bit off, if you've got a guy with that frame who's got that much weight and that much power and that much explosiveness, and there's one little part of the chain that's a little bit weak, the whole weakest link mentality, it's going to be that much more emphasized when you have that much more force. And so you hope for the scenario that you kind of laid out there where everything is great, everything is symmetric, but one little thing, and that's really all of us. I talk to people about physical therapy and the importance of therapy. It's not being strong or weak. It's about being balanced. And if you have one thing in your chain that's off, it can really kind of throw a wrench into things.
How do you deal with, you mentioned Zion there, and really I'm just talking about the explosive guys who are almost too explosive. Like, it's so hard for them to stay healthy because, like, the human body wasn't designed to do the things that they can do, and certainly at their size. Like, when you're a team doctor and a coach is coming to you, hey, doc, what do you think? And that's the injury case that you're dealing with, is somebody that's just really explosive. He's got soft tissue stuff. What is that conversation like? Because it's not like, man, this guy's knee's just not great, or this guy's shoulder, man, we don't need to take a chance on this guy. It's soft tissue. And it's a lot because this guy's just really explosive and he can't really keep up.
Yeah, and that's, these guys that are just made different and in a different sense, these real explosive guys, they're going to have more soft tissue. I think it starts with, are they putting in the extra work? Are they doing the rehab work? Are they doing the extra things they need to do? These are guys that really do need to live in the training room, even when they're healthy. And I think that's the part that's hard. It's easy to do PT when you're hurt. The guys want to show up, hey, I want to be back on the field. My hamstring hurts. But being consistent with it after the fact, there's a lot that you can do from a flexibility standpoint. Again, talking about working those accessory muscles, doing things to kind of balance yourself out a little bit better. But if you're not doing them, and so that's a lot of times where the discussion starts with the coach, because unfortunately, I'm not saying all ways, but a lot of these guys, they're not doing the right things. Whether it's from, are they coming in for their treatments? Are they doing the things when they're healthy?
Yeah.
Is their diet good? And most of the times you can kind of go look at it, and there's always the exception of the guy that just really is a struggle. And in those scenarios, it is tough. It's tough for the athlete. It's tough for the coach. It's tough for us. We got to explain it, and we'll pull out all the things we can do, all the different rehab tricks we've got. We'll that's when we start talking about, is this somebody that needs an injection of some sort? Is a PRP or a hydrodissection or another treatment or something we can do for them? But at the end of the day, they got to put the work in.
Doc, there was a video posted last week of LSU Tiger quarterback Sam Leavitt slam dunking a football on a goalpost. He jumped really high, ball between his legs, one hand, hook dunk. Was that slam dunk doctor approved?
Typically, any basketball activity when you are a football player is not going to be doctor approved, and I promise you, it's not coach approved.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, he had a football in his hand.
It's fair. That's fair. And I get that.
Practicing some celebration.
Yeah, there's been some celebratory use of a basketball goal consistent with our current administration and coaching staff. So I guess I should take a step back in my statements. But the reality of it is, there's nothing worse than having a guy get hurt in a non-sport, the sport they play, injury. And it happens all. And I feel like basketball is the notorious one with the football guys. They all want to play basketball. They're at the rec playing ball. They're doing whatever. And then you get that ankle sprain, or the guy that tore his ACL right before the season starts. And it happens all the time. Now, having said that, it's impressive to see. I will give props.
A lot of like people that we played with are like, man, I play like that's how I stay in shape in the off season. Is I go play basketball every day.
And I will say there is the argument for cross training that I really hold very strongly to. I think it is good to play multiple sports. And look, at the end of the day, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. I remember when I was at Florida State, Lavernius Colts rolled his ankle like a couple weeks before we started camp playing basketball, and I mean the coaches were livid. And it's one of those I just because they're like, hey, this guy's gonna be a stud, and he was a stud already. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it happens.
I like to cross train at golf. That's
Golf's good.
Cross train.
Yeah, good flexibility.
During the NFL lockout, what'd y'all do as the Packers?
Nothing.
Y'all went back home?
Yeah.
Oh.
We were locked out.
Oh, well, we were all in San Diego. We worked at the
so did the Saints.
University of San Diego.
So did the Saints.
Well,
and we beat them.
We were in San Diego.
San Diego's kind of nice.
Yeah.
We could tell that story on another segment, but it was great.
Yeah. I think I know this one, but for us, I brought it up because you were talking about golf, cross training, whatever. We would do something different. That's where I actually met Jay Johnson. Was on the campus of USD. He was an assistant coach there. We would do something different every day, and like we got to pick. Like, so when I went, it was like, we're gonna play soccer today, and then like we played basketball, then we played like wiffle ball game, and we did our normal workouts. But we're like, we gotta have some fun. Like, we're out here doing it, and seeing some premier athletes, NFL future Hall of Famers, play the game of soccer.
I can imagine.
Was pretty remarkable.
I've seen him play. I've seen the best athletes in the world play slow pitch softball, and it's shocking how bad and unathletic.
The wiffle ball, actually, to your point, might have been the worst.
It doesn't always translate from sport to sport.
Oh my
I'm
God!
telling you,
Now the
yeah.
basketball was high level because we had Vincent Jackson played college basketball, Gates played college basketball. We had Corey Sperry played college basketball.
Yeah, it's like you might be able to run a 4.3. You had 100 tackles and 11 interceptions last year, but like you almost got within 3 yards of that pop fly before it hit the ground.
The stats sound very specific. I don't know.
Yeah, it did.
Holding the
somebody in mind.
glove up here, and the ball just lands right there next to him.
so bad.
Like, what?
So bad. Doc, you're the man. We appreciate it every single week. Certified member of the Gator Hater Club as
100%.
well. We appreciate you, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we jump back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com, the website for Gordon McKernan injury attorneys. Anywhere in the state of Louisiana, no matter where you're at, Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, Lafayette, Houma, Baton Rouge. Give me a random city, Doc. Random city in Louisiana.
Marpaw.
Marpaw.
Oh, good one. We hadn't said that one.
Doesn't matter
before.
where you're at, right? You just put your area code followed by 888-8888. Go to the website, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
That's right. Be a part of the G team. That's right. You can be part of the G team. Go to getgordon.com. If you've been injured, whether it's a car accident, whether you've been injured on a job, it is not always your fault. And if it's not, give them a call and let them go fight for you. They should be the first call that you make, 888-8888, because they've been doing it a long time. We've seen all the work that Gordon McKernan does in the community with the G team and the NIL space, but at the heart of everything, Gordon McKernan injury attorneys are here to fight for you, here to help people in Louisiana all over after an injury. So go to getgordon.com.
Yeah, this one right here goes out to all the babies, mamas. Baby mamas. Yeah, go like this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
My baby is drama, mama, don't like me. She doing things like having the boys come from her neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me. She need to get a piece of American pie and take her bite out. That's my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out. And let her know her grandchild is a baby and not a paycheck. Private school, daycare, medical bills, I pay that. I love your mom and everything. See, I ain't the only one who lay down. She wanna rip you up and start a custody war. My lawyer, stay down. She never got a chance to hear my side of the story. We was divided. She had fish fries.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. My guy Bill Bender over at the Sporting News. Shout out to Bill. Comes on the show often. Certainly when Matt's not here, because Matt doesn't like talking to other adults. He put out his top 25 college quarterbacks. LSU's Sam Leavitt comes in at number 10. The write-up here says Leavitt is one of two quarterbacks who were in the top 5 on this list who return in 2026. It's a fresh start with first-year coach Lane Kiffin, and Leavitt should benefit from working with offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss Jr. Leavitt is coming off season-ending foot surgery at Arizona State. He totaled 34 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and 10 rushing touchdowns with the Sun Devils, and will look to recapture the form that led to a CFP appearance in 2024. This should work in Baton Rouge. A lot of people excited about quarterback Sam Leavitt.
He's number 10?
He is. He is number 10.
Give me one that's better.
I'll give you the 9 that they said.
Okay.
All right.
9.
Ooh, number.
Is it Ark? Is Ark one?
I mean, I think we know without even having to look that that's going to be the case.
It should probably be. It actually should be Trinidad.
All right. So Sam Leavitt comes in at number 10. Drew Mestamaker comes in at number 9. That one. I mean, he did good at North Texas.
UNT followed him to
Oklahoma
Oklahoma
State
State because you were questioning it.
No way.
You
catch.
just were like,
No
Good catch.
way.
You're
he
right.
was like, Mestamaker. I heard you.
Yeah, he threw for. I think he threw for like 4,300 yards.
Yeah, I mean, he
last
had
year.
a ton, but I
Yeah,
don't
that
know
one.
how that's going to.
That one, no. Number 8, Gunnar Stockton, of course, quarterback at UGA.
I knew that one.
Okay.
Good.
Number 7,
good headline.
USC's quarterback. Give me the last name there.
Is it Miava?
Yep, that is. Jaden Miava. He comes in at number 7. Dante Moore comes in at number 6. Julian Sayin, Ohio State, comes in at number 5.
Too
Thought he'd
low.
be a little bit higher than that. Mensa, of course, going from Tulane to Duke to Miami, comes in at number 4. CJ Carr, Notre Dame quarterback, at number 3.
So
Arch
much hype
Manning.
there.
Number 2,
That's
of
Notre
course,
Dame.
Texas quarterback. And then here you go, Trinidad Chambliss, number 1,
Oh, yeah.
Ole Miss quarterback. So you got that right.
Let's go.
Yes, Notre Dame's quarterback, CJ Carr, is getting a lot of love. Last year, he threw for 2,700 plus, completed 67% of his passes, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, only had 33 rushing yards, and had 3 touchdowns.
Did that all against pretty good high school teams, too.
He
And
had
those
hype
aren't
coming
even-
into last season, too, I feel like.
Yeah, they were like Lloyd
Lloyd
Carr's
Carr's grandson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Derek Carr's nephew, I'm pretty sure.
Everybody's going to say, yeah, no eye-popping numbers, but he had a great running game. Both of those guys are gone. Like, C.J. Carr is going to have a lot on his shoulders this year. Not nearly the weapons he had around him a year ago. I just don't get the hype.
I wonder if he was one of the ones that voted not to play.
Oh, 100%. He led the charge.
You would have to
called the
think he was a
team
team
meeting.
leader. I mean, he's a called a team meeting.
He did.
Let's not play.
Some other quarterbacks in the
Right.
SEC that are on this list. Marcel Reed comes in at number 12. Lenora Sellers comes in at number 13.
Why? I
Byron
feel like
Brown,
Marcel Reed's kind of getting done a little dirty, too.
a little bit. I
Marcel,
think he'd be a
the thing
top
with
10.
Marcel, he's only good against LSU.
He's really good.
which is
against
a
LSU.
problem.
He's good
Very
against
good.
LSU.
Maybe that's why he's fresh on our mind here. Byron Brown from Auburn coming over from South Florida comes in at number 17. You definitely knew that. You got John Mateer coming in at number 22, Oklahoma quarterback.
Dude, before that foot injury last year, everybody was like, John Mateer's going to run away with that Heisman, and he was just never
He was
the
so
same
good
after.
before. He was so good
They,
before.
they rushed him
That
back.
was his hand.
That's his thumb, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was his
Yeah.
thumb. I'm
It
thinking
was his
Leavitt,
throwing
but-
thumb.
Yeah,
It was his throwing
well,
thumb.
and they rushed
he had
him
surgery
back.
on it during the season.
Yeah.
They would.
And
They're
then they
holding the
brought
ball.
him-
He's holding the ball.
He
taking
played
my hand
against
like this,
Texas,
like,
not ready.
If it would have been any other team, they'd have set him out 2 more weeks like they should have. They rushed him back, and he wasn't good the rest of the year.
Yeah,
I mean, he
but-
wasn't the same the whole season.
Mateer's going to be just fine.
Well, Venables thought he's coaching for his. I thought he was coaching for his job, right?
Right.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't make a run. They made the playoffs. LSU should have won that game in Norman. Oh, my gosh. Defense had to be perfect that day, though. And they were, except like one play.
So Mateer at 22 that's pretty. That's not right.
No, he needs to be a little bit higher. I think Byron Brown needs to be a little bit higher.
Oh,
would-
well, we got to see what he does with the big boy.
I would switch. I would
But
switch
he's a
Mateer and
really
Sellers.
Good player at South Florida.
Yeah.
I would switch Mateer and Sellers.
I would too.
No, I wouldn't because Sellers shouldn't be 22. When are we going to move on from this?
Well,
It's been
22 is
3
pretty
years.
pretty high. I mean,
That's pretty, yeah.
It's been 3 years. He can't throw the football.
I mean, I'm with you.
or stay healthy.
That either.
Even healthy. Great.
So what? 132? You think?
Yeah, you can run a QB power.
Worst
Also
quarterback
known as-
in college football.
I mean, there's probably worse. but-
I would say 22 would probably be okay with him because he's had hype. Yeah, I would believe that. But I would switch. I'd throw Mateer in at least top 15, right?
yes.
They also did the quarterback rooms by conference, and LSU's quarterback room actually came in at number 5. Behind A&M, behind Georgia, behind Texas, and behind Ole Miss. Ole Miss has Trinidad Chambliss, and then they have Deuce Knight. Between them, they have 14 career starts.
Who's behind That's kind of high for A&M. There's a lot of
Brady
unproven-
Hart is freshman.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, LSU's Longstreet's a freshman as well,
Yeah.
redshirt. And I still think it would be Clark.
Yeah, I mean, he's played a whole season of college
I don't think it
football.
would be Longstreet. But that's who this article has.
So how are we not the best quarterback room? Our third string is a former 5-star.
Anybody want to guess which team has the worst quarterback room, according to the Sporting News, in the SEC?
In the SEC.
In the SEC.
Kentucky.
Okay. Well, they're about to learn both those concepts that we talked about earlier.
I can't think.
I'm trying to think.
Florida.
Okay.
I don't know who they have right now.
I mean,
actually.
Florida's is probably pretty low.
Alabama.
Florida comes in at number 11. Kentucky comes in at number 10. Alabama comes in at number 9. So, I mean, y'all are all right in the same spot. Y'all were right there, 9, 10, 11. It is Arkansas.
Yeah.
Their starter,
Got there at the same time.
KJ Jackson, has 1 career start. The backup, freshman A.J. Hill, has no career starts. It's hard to find a team in today's college football where your quarterback has 1 start because of the transfer portal. And you just go get a guy.
Who's it? Alabama.
Russell and
you know this.
Austin Mack.
Get that card, bro.
Yeah, no, but like he's basing this on starts.
Yeah, he has no starts. Neither actually, Keelan Russell or Austin Mack, neither one have a start.
Okay,
Right.
so I
So
guess to your
zero
point,
starts.
they should be.
They should
At
be
the
pretty
bottom.
lower. Yeah, that's
Who's lower than that? Who's lower than 0, Matt?
yeah. Who's lower than 0? Worst quarterback room in the country, tied for it.
You really hope Keelan Russell does
I
well
know.
with that.
I got a really nice card of his. Then I hit it on a break. I wasn't trying to get it.
Yeah.
But I got it.
You wrote me, hey, who is this guy?
Who's this fella?
Is he any good?
This is a 1-of-1 auto here.
For Missouri, Austin Simmons is going to be their projected starter. He had 2 career starts at Ole Miss. Their backup's going to be Nick Evers, who is a former UConn starting quarterback. Tennessee, their situation, starter and backup, 0 career starts. Vanderbilt, starter backup, 0 career starts. Mississippi State, so Taylor did have 2 starts at the end of last year. Looked pretty good. Their backup is A.J. Swan, former LSU quarterback.
I'm shocked AJ Swan still has eligibility, but the guy's been around.
When was he at LSU?
2 years ago, 2 seasons ago.
He was Nuss's backup in 24.
The theme for me, though, for the SEC is you have multiple teams that have some quarterbacks that just have 0 experience.
Yeah.
Alabama, 0. Kentucky, 0. Florida, 0. Mississippi State with their starter, not a lot. Vanderbilt, nothing. Tennessee, nothing. Missouri, 2 starts. Arkansas, 1 start. That's hard to do in today's college football because most of the time you're going to go get
find
the
somebody.
South Florida quarterback or you're going to get the NC State quarterback or you're going somewhere
Yep.
to get somebody with experience.
Usually your first start's not in the SEC.
No. And there's a lot. And I'm talking about the marquee programs. We're not talking about the bottom feeders.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some teams that have real aspirations to do something.
Alabama's been pretty decent.
They've been okay.
They've been all right recently.
They dabbled with success.
Yep. First time starter.
No matter who starts.
Mm-hmm.
No matter which one of them plays.
Come on, Keelan.
If I ever hear you root for their quarterback,
Oh, I'm going to root
He
for
did.
him, and I'm going to root for Elijah.
He did all last season.
So, sorry.
Was like Ty
Wow.
Simpson's #1 fan.
You actually got me on the Ty Simpson bus a little bit last year, man.
Yeah.
what?
I mean,
y'all,
like, wipe him off your mouth. Like,
yeah. Are y'all what?
He-
You're rooting for the Alabama
you,
quarterback?
You loved him.
you really
he's-
did. You
Not
really.
against LSU. Are we being serious right now?
What?
No, I'm not saying anything about Alabama, but you were like very much
Oh, on the Ty
number
Simpson?
1 Ty Simpson fan.
I was.
Yeah.
I mean,
What if
there was
And
a
I feel-
point in time during the year where he was playing as good
I mean,
least
first
as
half-
Fernando Mendoza.
First half of the year, yeah. I mean,
I'm not arguing against it. I'm just saying.
But yeah,
you had
I was watching that whole offense. I was watching game film of everybody, all the teams that LSU was playing and had played, and
you were like, hey, I feel like LSU could do that.
I was watching who did we play early on? Who had like early in the season we were playing a team, and I was watching them play against Alabama, and I was like, oh, well, their offense looks really good. But in fairness to me, I'd been watching LSU offense film as well.
Oh, hell.
And then I turned on the Alabama tape, and I was like, oh, this is what a real offense kind of looks like.
I mean, you can't go off that.
But, yeah, I'm going to cheer for Elijah. Are you kidding me?
I didn't know that. What if he went to Florida? What if Elijah went to Florida?
It's too far.
Matt was pushing it a
That's
little
too
while.
far.
Okay. Just want to make sure we have boundaries here. Okay.
There's always a boundary when Florida's involved.
Well, you and I, we don't like Alabama, but
Right.
they don't affect us as much because you beat them 5 times, I beat them 4
Yeah.
times.
They weren't our rival.
No.
And technically,
Don't like them.
they still weren't our rival
Not really.
because they beat us every year for a while.
They had some success.
They had some success. They dabbled in the success.
Yeah. Yeah, Florida, that's a step too far, guys. Can't do that. Can't do it, won't do it. So, again, and just to kind of wrap this conversation up, there's going to be a lot of inexperienced quarterback play. Not to say it can't be good, but there's going to be a lot of inexperienced quarterback play at Tennessee, at Florida, at Kentucky, at Alabama. Like, we are going to see some teams roll a quarterback out there for the first time in major college football in the Southeastern Conference. Bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it goes. If you're LSU, you're feeling pretty grateful that you not only have Sam Leavitt, but you have Clark, who has played a full season of college football, lower level. We'll see how that translates and see what happens if he does have to play. But with so much no starts, 1 starts, 2 starts, it's good to have a guy behind your guy that has a full season as the starter. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. We've always told you, not only in Central, we've mentioned, hey, Greater Baton Rouge area, we're talking to you. Well, guess what? Lafayette, we're talking to you now as well. You go to the website, centralplumbing.org, top right corner of the website. It has that contact information, that 24/7, 365 weekend, holiday, game day emergency service. It doesn't matter when it happens, they'll be there for you every single time. It's not only in emergencies, it's in the remodel game. If you're looking to remodel at your home, at your business, they can come in. They can do that as well. They can start for the very first time. Does not matter. They've got you covered. Go to centralplumbing.org.
That's right. Central Plumbing. You're experts in the plumbing game, all things water, gas, you name it. 3rd generation company. They've been doing it for a long, long time. And they have seen literally everything, whether it's in a home, whether it's at a place of business, industrial, whatever it is. Like, there's no job that's too big. There's no job that's too small for Central Plumbing. The plumbing experts, centralplumbing.org.
Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now. That's how long I've been on ya. Let's get lost tonight. You could be my black Kate Moss tonight. Play secretary on the boss tonight. And you don't give a what they all say, right? Awesome, the Christian and Christian Dior. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore. I ask, cause I'm not sure. Do anybody make real anymore? Bow in the presence of greatness. Cause right now that has forsaken us. You should be honored by my lateness. That I would even show up to this place.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Always want to remind you about our friends over at Go Tommy's.
Yo, Tommy!
GEAUX, Tommy's with a Y.com. Go Tommy's.com. Tommy's windows, doors, and also siding.
Siding.
They can do so much for you, so much for your home, so much for your business. Incredible customer service, incredible work as well. That's why they won Best Windows in the Advocate in 2025. They've won the Angie Super Service Award every single year since Moby Dick was a minnow. That's what they do. That's who they are, and that's who they can be for you. When you go to the website, you'll clearly see the difference. Work with Tommy and the team. Again, that's Go Tommy's, GEAUX, Tommy's with a Y. All right, so we know the baseball transfer portal is open. Jaden Newt, Trent Caraway, Maverick Rizzi, Daniel Harden, some of the names we talked about. I know we talked about Rizzi, I think, the other day. So no surprises. At least there shouldn't be a surprise, I don't think, from any of the players for LSU that are in the portal right now. It's not – if y'all have a different feel on this, y'all please interrupt me. It's not really who you're going to lose from this team. It's who you're going to gain in the portal that's going to be the point of emphasis. And I'm not saying that to try to be cute and funny. It's just this group of players together didn't work out. It didn't work out. It just did not. It was not a good group together. And, look, I can say those names. Primo goes in as well. Like, those are guys you expected to go into the transfer portal. So not a lot of, like, big news of who's leaving. And we're all waiting on, well, who's coming back? Who's coming in? What does it look like? What did they do a year ago? Is it going to be a better group together? What's that chemistry going to be like? Because, look, we can sit there and we could talk about the guys they brought in. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, that one makes sense. But they got to do it all over again. It's going to be a brand-new team coming up next season for Jay Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, in this day and age, right, we talk about the NIL and the transfer portals and how the rosters flip so much year to year. Now, we had a lot of carryover from last season, certainly. But you don't really know, like, you can change an entire roster year to year in college sports. And that's why it's so
baseball.
hard for, like, yeah, especially
Talking
baseball.
about, you know,
Basketball,
15 to 20
obviously
players.
you can. You can
Yeah.
go all the way around the world and find a basketball team. In baseball, you can. Like, you have to hit. That's why it's so hard to be an actual bona fide contender year in, year out right now because of the roster change. Like, of course, you're always going to lose a lot to the draft. And LSU lost a lot to the draft. And you got to replace those guys. It just missed, right?
Yeah.
And not saying, and it's not like a knock on this individual person or players on the team, just together collectively, it didn't work for whatever reason. Does it work? Does some of those players go on to have good major league careers? Hopefully. I hope they do. It just, whatever reason, didn't work. So, you know, to your point, of course, there's talented guys. There's guys that might work at LSU on that team with different people around them.
Yeah.
Or a different roster. You just don't know. But I think it's kind of at the point, it's like, you know, certainly there's guys you don't want to lose. But if you did lose everybody and replace them, like, you could, as long as you hit and you place them with the right guys, you're going to be better than you were this year.
Yeah. Alondra Tate, obviously, watching baseball like you do. Any surprises by anybody that's entered the portal from LSU? Anything that you think is going to be a major loss for LSU?
Not so far. I don't feel like there's anybody that's been in the portal that I'm like, oh man, we're going to miss that person. And not surprised by a lot of it. The one that I do find a little interesting, though, is Daniel Harden, the outfielder.
Yeah.
He didn't get a lot of playing time this season, barely any. And the reason why I find that interesting is because you're losing your outfield, presumably. Like, Curiel's probably going to go to the draft. Stanny is, you know, probably also going to leave. And then Jake Brown also out. So you have to imagine that, like, Jay had these conversations with everybody, like, hey, I see it going this way for you. So I do find it a little, if there's one that I find interesting, it's that one, Daniel Harden, only because you have to assume that most of your outfield's going to be gone next season. So I just wonder, like, what that conversation Jay had with Daniel Harden was like, and if Daniel just felt like he wasn't going to have a spot coming in, or maybe, I don't know, like, maybe by some miracle, Curiel is like, you know what? I'm going to say one more season or something. So, like, that's the only one that I do find not a loss, not super, like, stand out, but it is a little interesting.
Do you think he probably didn't like the fact that when Jake Brown went down, they went young
William
in right
Patrick?
field and not him?
I mean, I guess
I'm
he's
sure
kind
that
of
was-
young too, but I
They
don't
went-
like
they went
William,
freshman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Patrick is very, very athletic.
Yeah.
Like, he had, like, the fastest 60, which is, like, the 40 for
Yeah, right.
baseball. In the state, I'm pretty sure, last year. So he's very athletic. I don't know if that's what made him feel that way, but I do find that to be interesting. Yeah. They have a couple outfielders, or one that came to visit from Tulane, Jason Walks. Played 107 games, hit .331 with 11 homers and 35 doubles. So
Walks?
Watches, it's WACHS.
I was say, that'd be the worst name if he was a pitcher.
Yeah, literally.
Hey,
He's kind of like having.
It doesn't matter though, right?
We used to talk about LSU safety Major Burns being a DB.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not with tough.
Tough. Yeah.
Actually playing really well, by the way, in the UFL.
Oh,
Major Burns is.
Is he?
Oh, nice.
Okay.
He is.
I wish Harden would have got a little bit more run. Because like Jake, you mentioned like throwing in William Patrick. Remember when Stanfield was out, they went Tanner Reeves a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to throw Tanner Reeves out there at left field. I mean, Harden got some run a little bit early on when Stanfield first went out. Did some nice things, mostly in the midweek. But, I mean, no.
I think he had a home run, didn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe.
The first game he started, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, you go Tanner Reeves when Stanfield's down. You go Young. You go William Patrick. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, it kind of does make sense, especially if you're bringing in some of these younger guys and Jay's going to hit the portal. But, none of these names surprise me. Like, DJ Primo, you waited a couple years, wanted to see something on the weekend, didn't get a whole lot of run there. Jaden Newt was more of a midweek arm for you than anything.
He was bigger for you on the national championship team than he was this year.
I mean, last year, he couldn't give you anything.
He pitched against Little Rock last year.
Yeah.
Right, one
They
game.
basically decided last year that Trent Caraway was unplayable.
Yeah.
Which is so insane.
I know. I mean, he was the one guy.
It's not surprising, but it is upsetting that Trent Caraway didn't pan out. And I feel like we didn't give him enough of a chance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled him quick, went to Pearson, and then again, like he threw Tanner Reeves in there when he went to him. He would go Rucker. Seriously. He would go these younger guys. Like once he pulled Caraway, like I feel like he didn't go back in at all.
Like, it was like he had something against him.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy to me. Like, you're telling me the guy that was the Gatorade Player of the Year in high school, the MVP of the Corvallis Super Regional, suddenly forgot how to play baseball?
And that's a good program. Like Oregon State.
Yeah, Oregon State is historically good at baseball.
It's not like you're like, oh, we went after a guy like Zach York. He couldn't make the jump from Grand Canyon to the SEC. Like, Trent Caraway played big-time baseball.
Yeah, for sure. That was a little bit of a surprise. I mean, something that I agree. Like, roll him out there a little bit more, give him more opportunity.
Let him get hot in the lineup, and you just didn't.
Yeah.
I'm just not real too worried about it. Jay Johnson's reached the status of like when Saban was talking about how easily like recruiting because to a meeting he just wears rings, and like that's the best recruiting. To like last year, like he could have gotten the people that they chose. They like he admitted they just missed. Whatever, like you could be cooking in the kitchen and have the best ingredients in the world, but when they all come together, like it doesn't make a good final dish. Like they just missed on building the entire team.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to make that mistake again.
No.
And he's got the rings to sit there and tap on the desk while he's talking to recruits.
And it's going to be an odd year.
Yeah, so we're good. I'm not even worried about it.
How you know.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench. 2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right. 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting out dreams. People told me slow my roll, I'm screaming out. I'ma do just what I want. Looking ahead, no turning
I didn't know
back.
how I was going to edit
What a
it.
weird edit.
It was weird.
I'm screaming out, let me cock this weapon.
I don't like that. I think just blanket.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to add the sound effect. Yeah.
Great song, though. God, today's playlist. Really good.
Ta-da-ta. We had a short segment right now.
It's okay.
It never happens at the last segment of the hour.
Luke's going to hop on the board next hour.
Oh, let's go, Luke.
No big deal. Don't screw it up.
9 a.m. You got Luke on the ones and twos.
Hey, does your dad ever say, I am your father?
Luke.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know why
God,
that-
you are so Star Wars right now.
You are.
I don't know why that
He
just
is
came to me.
all in.
You're on a Star Wars kick right
He
now.
is.
I am.
Like all he thinks about.
No, not really.
All he
It's
talks
like,
about?
maybe the third time I brought it up.
Give us a Chewbacca noise to end this segment.
Oh yeah. Both of us kind of.
Okay.
All right, Taylor, you're up.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Not great.
I don't even know how
on,
y'all are
Elijah.
like. I don't even know how y'all are starting it.
It's like a gargle
Literally just rolled my R.
snore.
Do it again.
Rojas.
I can't do it.
Kind of. Arroyo.
My Chewbacca kind of sounds like a smoker.
Ramos. That's how Dixon was up there.
Ramos.
Like, okay, dude.
There's not even an R.
Well, there is. It's just this long. We'll be back. Hour number 3 of OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, as we've told you over the last couple of weeks, I mean, and y'all know this, there's not many Gators that we're going to talk good about because, well, they're the Gators. But the one that we are going to talk great about because they are the best is Gen Gators. We love the story of the family as well. So Matt's going to tell you about all the things they can do with the generator, but I want to tell you about the story. I mean, this is from the ground up. Like, this is a family that was actually helping others during a storm, and that's how the company started. And it is family owned. They are family through and through. They're also Louisiana through and through. Enjoyed our sit down with them. Go to gengators.com. That's gengators.com to find out more information.
Yeah, and it's really like the turnkey option in the generator world. It's like one call, there's one team, and it's one point of contact from from everything, from the installation to the fix. And you don't have to, any part of the generator goes down, they can fix everything, and every type of generator too. So get that peace of mind at your home. GenGators with a Z.com.